Yo, Joe. Talking comics, here's your host. It's A Real American Brian.
Alright, you ready for some more G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero? We have issue number 20. We get a John Byrne cover, something you wouldn't expect on a G.I. Joe book. Clutch going home the hard way. Home is where the war is. Quite a different creative team on this one. Stephen Grant is writing. Jeff Escherwood is supplying the pencils. We see Clutch leading some Joes through a training exercise. Gung Ho shoots down a plane. The Joes step on a mine, but seem to recover fine. Scarlet shoots an arrow with a rope across the gap for them to traverse across the minefield. A Cobra trooper pops out from behind a Hawk stand-up and gets shot. After disabling an electric fence, the Joes hop over and are headed to the finish line. As they finish the training exercise, Hawk has furlough papers for Clutch. He is ready to get back to Asbury Park. After some creative driving, Clutch makes it to the bus. Clutch gets off the bus and begins walking before nearly getting run over by a high-tech looking car. He finds out the driver is an old friend and he accepts the ride. Clutch's friend Billy takes him back to the auto manufacturing plant that he works at. There is a pretty strong security presence, but they head through the gate. They pass a secret door, but Billy tells them to leave it and don't ask about it. There's a small apartment inside the building. Billy tells Clutch he can stay here. It used to be Billy's place before he started a family. Clutch takes a shower and overhears Billy arguing with someone on the phone. He gets out of the shower and watches as Billy goes to that top secret room. Clutch goes to investigate the top secret room, and a Cobra trooper pops out of the door. Clutch dives for cover and a hiding spot as another Cobra trooper comes out looking for him. The Cobra walks by Clutch, and then Clutch hits him over the head with a wrench. Clutch then spots a car hanging from a lift. He gets the Cobra's attention, and as soon as they are in the right spot, he drops the car on them. He heads back to the top secret room and can't believe the amount of Cobras in there. He assumes this is one of the secret weapons development plants that they must have some hold on Billy to keep him there. He attacks the Cobras attempting to get Billy out, but as soon as he turns his back on his old friend, he gets hit. Clutch wakes up tied up and dangling from the ceiling. Billy reveals that Cobra has his family and he doesn't have a choice. Billy was working on a rocket pack, and the Cobras decide that Clutch would be a good candidate for a test run. Just before Clutch is sent flying, Billy slips him a knife. As Clutch is sent high into the air, the Cobras are satisfied with the test and shut off the jetpack from the remote. He is able to get the ropes cut with Billy's knife, but he is still in a free fall. But just before he hits the ground, he's able to hotwire the jetpack and take flight again. Clutch finds a soft landing and some water, then gets out and walks to his old school to ask his teacher for a favor. Clutch has apparently gone full Grease Lightning and built a car in an off-screen montage. His new battering ram beast of a car is headed straight for a house. Not sure where he got the intel this was the house he was looking for, but he jumps out of the car and sends it crashing into the building. He charges into the house, knocks the gun out of the hand of the first Cobra trooper he sees, and uses it to take out the next one. He goes upstairs to find Billy's wife and child, tells them to pack some things he is getting them out of there. He places a call to the Joes, and they gather around the car factory. After taking out the security guard, they make their way inside. Seeing the Joes, one of the Cobra troopers grabs Billy as a hostage. After the Joes toss a grenade, the trooper decides he has had enough. He's going to grab the prototype jetpack and get out. He shoots Billy for good measure. The Cobra jetpack trooper takes off. Billy is okay, it was a clean wound, and tells the Joes he made an extra jetpack and kept it a secret. Hawk calls Airborne to let him know he's about to have company, just as Airborne sees the Cobra fly by him, and then he sees someone else pass him the same way. Clutch and the Cobra trooper do some air battle with their jetpacks before Clutch decides to put his into overdrive and just head straight for the Cobra. Clutch puts everything into his attack and clobbers the trooper. Putting his jetpack into overdrive, he burned it out. He now has to cling to the Cobra to share his jetpack, but the Cobra Trooper continues to fight him in the sky, and he kicks Clutch. The jetpack is torn off. We see the Cobra fall down onto a fuel tank, and Clutch straps the new jetpack on and flies away. Wrapping up the story, Billy is okay and thankful for Clutch getting his family to safety. Clutch is done with his furlough and ready to head back to the pit. That is issue 20, a self-contained story focused on Clutch. Clutch isn't one of my favorite characters, and honestly I wasn't into the issue. What I really think hurt it the most was the bangers we've had leading up to this one. It just feels like all the momentum the book had just stopped. My favorite panel from this one is page 20, our splash page, a rarity in G.I. Joe books. Clutch putting everything he had into this one attack, knowing it wasn't a good idea. But that is our filler issue. I'm going to give this one flag point. I'm ready to move on to the next one. If you know, you know. It's time to get silent. But that is issue 20. Knowing is half the battle, and now you know. Subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video where we dive into issue 21, one of the most important Joe stories.
So long from Brian. Until next time, same Brian time, same Brian channel.